Conrad TV, no hearsay. Hey, hey.
Mayday.
It's Conrad TV, no hearsay. Hey, hey.
Mayday.
It's Conrad TV, no hearsay. Hey, hey.
Mayday.
It's Conrad TV, no hearsay. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. One thing is certain, it's gonna be crazy, yo.
Conversational radio TV, just different.
Hey, hey.
Hello, my name is Charmaine Houvet and I am the Senior Director for Cisco Government Affairs and Public Policy for Africa.
My name is Matabelo Mzizi, Artificial Intelligence Marketing Program Lead.
My name is Arisha Luhanga and I am CEO of Redefine Human Capital. Though life may not be kind, she is kind.
Though people may not be friendly, she is your friend.
She may not have the means, but she provides.
Even when she's weak, she is strong.
The world may say that she is powerless,
but she possesses power in its purest form.
A girl without identity, she is proud.
I am proud.
I am proud.
I am proud.
What it do, 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 what it do. It's a Friday, baby. And guess what? Guess what?
What?
Muso. Guess what, dog?
What?
Guess what?
What?
It's not my birthday.
It's not my birthday either.
But someone is turning 3 months today.
The milestone.
Give milestone.
We really want to move 3 months.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yalen, Ramoshel.
I've never heard of in 3 months. So Ramshera. And this baby is called Conrad TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch this.
Listen, man. I was watching Tatomo Intersections. No Intersections on Netflix now.
Dog, yeah, you know, it's been there for some time now.
Hello, Shokor, but Wahopule, Laukena Trunko. I mean, Shabo, my two pass.
And then you wanna show me Agadaso.
I'm on your worship, man. It's Christmas Eve, man. Please,
Next
man.
case.
Eh? You wanna
Bokora Dixie Toll.
Dixie told him Maraka Hashu, man.
My bra. I'm not sure if you've got friends that are like that. Eh?
Yo, Selena. Kokukumalela mahadikane sad. Shoes. Fun.
Watch this.
As soon as Hokana internet at Dese Kukasi, it's the end of TV. It's the end.
I mean, Bona, they're talking about fiber. It's still a question. And I know that, you know, even the minister and the Ministry of Communication, that's something that they're pushing quite hard, you know, is to give access, especially for fiber. Yes, it's going to change how television is consumed.
Yes.
That is why Conversational radio TV
is out here, yeah.
It's out here, you know, and I like that you went there. You know, that's why you've got smart friends, guys. Yes, absolutely. Television is going online. You know, obviously the paid subscription model got affected because people now started to say, man, I'd rather cut off my DSTV.
Yes.
I was one of them.
Yes.
I cut my DSTV and I said, okay, I'll go to the
That's Steve Hoffmeyer.
Watch this.
Casey says, English please from Jamaica. Hey man, you know, it's always so great when you got like
It is fantastic.
people joining in from
What's
Jamaica.
What's his name? I want to apologize.
No, it's a beautiful lady. It's a big Casey.
Casey, I'm very sorry.
Casey.
We shall speak English from henceforth, okay?
From henceforth.
Now, broadcasting live.
It's Conrad.
Mayday.
Clap your hands.
It's Conrad. One thing is certain, it's gonna be crazy, yo.
Conversational radio TV, just different.
Hey, hey.
Well. ladies and gentlemen, I would like to officially welcome you to Conversational Radio TV in the month of August. What month is this? You might ask yourself, is it the month of Queens? Is it Women's Month? Is it a month where we celebrate the queens of Africa, of the world? The most sexiest, the most,
Why Tom are 6?
No, but sexy is like, you gotta know that these beautiful women are sexy.
Yeah.
You know, these I'm talking about from our mothers, our sisters. You know, I just want them to know that they are beautiful.
Yeah.
Because that's the truth.
Yeah.
You know, every single one of them is beautiful.
Yes.
They might be told that you're a bit chubby, you're a bit skinny, but I'm saying that all of you are beautiful.
On a like kiss kissy.
You know. And like kiss kissy, yo. Because kiss, what you hook up on a lamza.
Yeah.
So, can I officially welcome every single viewer on Facebook, on Instagram Live to the first Women Month campaign that we are running as Conversational Radio TV. Girl Without Identity, she is proud. Because without your identity, how can you be proud? How can you find yourself in this whole global economy that, you know, wants you to conform at certain points, at certain times, to how they think, their own values. But I want to say to you, young women, don't be shy to be yourself, girl. Be yourself every single day. Embrace yourself, whether Umtswana, you know, whether you're from China, whether you're from Nigeria, whether you're from the US. Embrace who you are, your roots. It's absolutely important. And welcome my name. If you want to know my name, it's Tato Molamu Musimano Mokwena Sihume. Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. One of my favorite radio DJs back in the days, he would say, ke batla gore ke go utlwisa pina e monate ya ga 2PAC ana le mosebena ba re ke nutritious PIG ba re pina ba re ke yone ba re ke dia mama tshwarelo wena moretsi ke ra Tupac le Notorious B.I.G. That's your boy from
McClalla.
That's your boy from Gardens. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
Mamelodi Gardens, ladies and gentlemen, that's where in the hood there used to be swimming pools.
Oh my God.
But now I'm assuming the backstroke.
Where's the backstroke? Like I've been swimming for years.
How?
I can't backstroke. I can't. It's the weirdest thing.
How can you not backstroke?
I can't, dude. I really can't. Go to I can't do the backstroke.
So what you are saying is that you always prefer to be on top
of the water, Tato. Yes, on top of the water,
saying.
Floating and swimming. That's what I prefer. You know what I mean? But I can't do the backstroke, Joe. I can't do it.
So after living like for 55 years in this world, Muso, you are saying that you still cannot do the backstroke?
I couldn't do backstroke. Like everything else, like butterfly, breaststroke, freestyle, I kill them. But backstroke, I don't get how people do it.
Listen, I'm not sure if maybe you would like maybe to offer this man swimming
lessons, guys, please.
For free?
Please, guys.
Preferably, would you prefer like a male coach, female coach? Or does it not really matter?
It's Women's Month, so a female coach would do.
A female coach would do?
Yeah. It's Women's Month, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We must empower black business, but again, female businesses.
Female owned businesses.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Any highlights that happened this past week?
This week I had a shoot on Monday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I had a dope shoot, bruh.
What were you shooting?
I was shooting the image. I was actually shooting the new title sequence for this month.
Get out of here.
For Conrad.
Conrad has a new title sequence.
I'm sorry you weren't invited.
Visual, chief.
It's proper. It's looking clean.
Get out of here, man.
I swear, dude.
Who's in the video?
Well, it's me. Obviously, it's Zina. Zina's our producer.
Okay.
Which the listeners are going to meet. And yeah, man, like we did this thing, you know. So with our theme song, our Conrad theme song.
Yeah. I see you did something.
I did a rap on it. I did a rap on it. Right?
You did a rap on this?
I did a rap on it.
Get out of here, man.
I did a rap on the theme song, and then we shot a video for it.
You shot a video, okay.
So
the people can look forward to it.
Yeah, please, they have to.
Where is it going to be on our Facebook live stream? Because I mean, it seems like it's going to be a surprise even to me too.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So I'm not going to tell you.
Was it you and Marky Jackson? In case if you don't know who Marky Jackson is,
Marky,
it's Marky Jackson.
Are you sure it's not Christopher? Like
Christopher who?
Christopher Jackson.
Christopher Jackson.
Yeah.
I might have to ask him actually when you leave here. I'm just, Mark, listen, it's not me. Don't switch off my camera, please. I like it when the people see me. All right, so you shot the video.
Yeah.
Is there a theme? What was the theme?
Takeover, man.
Takeover.
There's a takeover happening.
Really? What kind of takeover is happening, man?
Let's
Let's share with our people on social media what is actually going to be happening this month on Conversational Radio TV.
Not usually. The takeovers I'm used to are corporate takeovers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The merger and acquisition where there's a takeover. I'm usually, not the one that's
losing.
You know what I mean? But now there's a takeover. I don't want to even talk about it, but it's a great takeover.
It's a great takeover.
It's a fantastic takeover. It's a necessary takeover. Plus, we get to rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I need a holiday. I need a holiday, man.
Yeah.
Is it like a long holiday or is it like just for an hour?
That's for 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Man, maybe let's introduce some of the ladies that are actually going to be the hosts for the month of August. I mean, for us, when we say just different, it really means that. It's 3 months and we're celebrating in the biggest way that we could ever celebrate. When there's been like high levels of GBV since lockdown, we're still under lockdown, new rules, so many pressures, and I think for the women that have also even lived with some of their victimizers, we really wish that this campaign can reach them. Because the objective also is to establish a 12-month mentorship programs for young girls. Also to inspire young boys to look at themselves differently, to realize the power that these women are, right? That if we collaborate, because I'm thinking this video also showcases some type of collaboration between, how men and women, if they come together, they could really, really build something beautiful. But obviously, because I haven't seen this video, because that's how you guys roll, you don't invite me to where you guys are doing like cool stuff. It's all right. It's all right. Though I think you guys sent me stuff and I posted it on my Instagram page, so my people might have seen that.
Who's the insider who's been giving you things?
I don't know. People just send me, Zina was like, hey, just post this. I was like, what is this? Like, just post.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's happened is like, no, Tato, don't worry. You hear about it on Friday.
Guys, Tato was a part of this. He was a part of this. He directed with Silva. So, I don't know for Rule.
Oh, I directed. I directed. Do I even have directing skills? I do wonder. Yeah. Din, 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 din. No, listen, I want to agree with you, Muso Matlali. You guys really, I mean, what people also don't know, it took you guys literally less than 20 minutes to produce this song, which was freestyle.
Oh, no. 20 minutes is too much.
20 minutes is too much?
20 minutes is too much, bro. I did that in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes?
Yes. I wrote it in less than 4 minutes, right?
And then you recorded in less than a minute?
I did one take.
One take?
Yeah, dude. Come on, dude. Do you
Lani,
know where I am?
Where's Lani? I need to confirm this with Lani.
Yeah,
if this is
Lani.
true. Where's Lani? Are you sure?
100%.
If Lani disagrees, you owe me 10,000 rand. Are you sure?
I owe you 10,000 rand if he disagrees.
Okay, where's
it's
Lani?
on record. No, if he disagrees and it is established that he's
we don't want to
it's correct.
Lani, please come into studio.
Yeah. Let him come.
No, I want to ask him.
Lani.
I'm going to ask him. And I know Lani is a truthful guy.
Yes, exactly.
That's why ladies love Lani.
Ladies love
Triple
Lani.
L, baby. That's LL Cool J.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Ladies love Lani. If you don't know, that's the best sound engineer, ladies and gentlemen, that you could ever find. Hey, let's welcome Lani, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Lani, for the purposes of establishing truth, because of Conversational Radio TV doesn't promote fake news.
Yeah.
Right? Now that you are here, I want to ask you. Muso here says that the recording, right, of the Women's Month title sequence song took him 5 minutes, literally, for him to write the song and record in one take. How true is that?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. I really don't know what he's talking about. Like,
Because of you,
honestly.
how long did it take for you guys to record this theme song? Because I recall 20 minutes.
What?
20 minutes?
That's what I recall. I'm saying I could be. I stand to be corrected. I'm not saying this is factual. I'm just saying what I remember.
I'm going to be frank with you and just lay it out there.
Thank you, my brother. I
and
would
be
really
honest.
appreciate. I would really appreciate.
This guy took less than 5 minutes to write that.
Get out of here!
He
They conspire.
He took less than 5 minutes because I
Okay.
was busy setting up the session there.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't finished setting up the session, but he was already up going into studio. I'm like, dude, like what happened?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm ready, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm not ready.
Yeah,
Wait
he
for
was still
me.
setting
So
up.
you were the one who was not
He was
ready, and
still
he was
setting up.
ready.
He was ready.
This really just shows how agile this team is. This is fantastic. Listen, guys, but I'm absolutely blessed to work, under such great leadership. You know what I mean?
That 10 grand, bro. We need that 10 grand. Bro.
So that's what I'm saying. I thought you
He owes us 10 grand now.
All right, listen. I'm gonna donate this 10 grand to the mentorship program for the women. How's that?
Okay, put our names behind it. Put our names.
So I'm gonna say donated by Muso Matlala and Lani.
Done.
Listen, this is your wager. Like nobody forced you to go into a wager. It's a wager.
So
do
no
you guys
Tato
do?
involved. Muso and Lani donated 10 grand
Um,
towards a good cause.
all right. That's
Thank
fine.
you very much.
That's fine.
That's the end of my show.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Lanzi. He's got to go back and make sure that, the sound is sounding fresh, it's sounding crisp. And thank you very much also for always joining us. Our numbers are growing every single week.
Hey.
We do appreciate those that join us every single week, using their data every single week.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that the conversation that we have here are meaningful, they're
Yeah.
fruitful, that you can share with your family and your cousins. Right, so I'm quite excited about seeing this this title sequence music video. I'm quite excited about this campaign. I'm quite excited about the She's Proud campaign, the movement, because I think beyond just creating a movement, it has to be sustainable.
Yeah.
Right, it has to be sustainable, and we're talking to all women of all colors. Right, because of if we are going to get this right, if we are going to change this country and get it to where it needs to get to, we need to collaborate more.
Yeah.
Right, and do more.
Yeah.
And as myself, as you can see, Muso Matlala, I'm dressed in a suit today.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you realized.
I realize you're looking fresh, bro.
Thank you, my brother. And I see yourself there. You're like,
No,
I just
said a young kaka.
a young kaka because of. Bara mona wa tlo bona ro tlhompha motho o tla apere jazz. Ejo mara ka that's how rona ba re ke jazz as ke re bano ba tlo botsa ba re o ska tsena go ke bike mara you can't go in even into the gravesite without go apara jazz.
Yeah, I
You know
don't
what
subscribe
I mean?
to that. I don't subscribe.
You don't?
To that.
So why not? It's an affair, Lanje.
Yeah, I don't follow silly rules, bro.
Why would you say they're silly rules?
No, like
it's interesting, because
for me it's silly.
Why?
Because it's like, why not? Why? Like, I do not follow a rule that does not make sense.
Okay.
That's how you develop rules, you know.
Okay.
Like, oh, but this doesn't. Just like with women weren't allowed to work at some point or
Yeah.
to own property.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was going to be a rule I wouldn't follow. I'd hire women.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
not believe in rules that don't make sense.
All right.
Yeah.
So right now the new rules that says empower our women.
Yeah.
Show them that they also are included in the economy.
Yes.
Let us help collaborate and
Yes.
work together so that we can build together.
Yeah. 100%.
Because of Jassy on it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just it doesn't make sense. In fact, I think that's going to be my saying.
Jassy doesn't make
Just it
sense.
doesn't make sense.
Maybe you must record a song called Jassy doesn't make sense. Jassy doesn't make. All right. Anyway, but I tried. I'm still like trying to lobby myself to get into the track. So to all of our beautiful women, across the South African sphere, across the African sphere, across the global sphere, walk this journey with us as we support our young women. If you know of a young girl that is impacted by social ills, social challenges, bring them this way. Let them plug into this conversation. Because we are opening up a world where we are saying to all of our female friends and leaders to come and mentor young girls. We want to drive this movement to drive some sense of sustainability in the conversations and the actions. Our conversations are going to lead to action. A lot of times that, we establish new movements, but they're just movement. They become snapshots. It just happens in Women's Month, and then we have to wait again next year. What do you think? What do you think of that?
And that's the thing, man. I hate gimmicks. I really hate window dressing. Yeah. I hate things that aren't real.
Yeah.
I hate things that aren't real. So, Lorena, I hope that going forward, it's not like, for instance, as with the takeover, it must be meaningful. Everything must be meaningful, you know. So even after the campaign, after August, we must still be active. In fact, next year, you know how we hold presidents and CEOs accountable and saying, next year, we want you to come back and tell us what you've achieved.
Yeah.
We have to account next year, August, and say, how many women have we helped? Yeah. What have we done? So this must be an ongoing thing. It must happen the whole year. So this is the start of it. Yeah. But it doesn't end at the end of August.
I love it.
Otherwise, we just
those guys, right?
Yeah.
I love it, guys. I think we've been known ourselves, Muso, to be people of our word. Doesn't matter how difficult it is, doesn't matter how challenging it is, we stick it out.
Yeah.
We stick it out. We launching of different programs. You don't just launch for the sake of launching. There's continuity.
Yeah.
Even from the Ping Golf Challenge, even when you were there teaching Tuli Bongolo how to play golf, right? Is that it's coming back again. We're relaunching. Yes, we are affected by COVID, but we want to help cancer patients. Because we are also dealing with the issue of breast cancer and cervical cancer.
Yeah.
We want to build a cancer unit to support a specific hospital, which we are still in talks with, to build an actual unit for cancer patients for chemotherapy. It's through your actions that you see change, man. Not through just conversations and conversations. Conversations are great.
Conversations can spark something.
Yeah.
But, man, talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. So, I just want to announce here to my Instagram family, for them not to be shocked when me and Muso and our handsome selves aren't on screen.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're very sorry. You're going to miss us. Our skisi chef. What are you thinking? Take some stills.
But I want to promise you that the women that are going to be taking over, these 4 mics are absolutely amazing women. Absolutely amazing women. I think we've had the pleasure of engaging with these women. These are women that we work with within our team. And I'll start by just introducing these queens, right? There's a young lady called Makhotso Maiko, Michelle Maiko, Kingwanyana wa Motswana. Grew up in Kempton Park, has traveled the world, schooled in Cyprus. She now works with us at the Tatu Mlambo Foundation. Very academically inclined. Wanona was khowa muso. Se se tshosang. Khwasele sa hao sona lo se bolela fela how advisor ka di acquisition. She's going to be plugged in as one of our hosts for this month. Would you like to introduce a second young lady? Her name is Zina Msimang.
Zina, yes.
Yes.
Zina's name is Sipokazi.
Sipokazi.
Hebana. Yeah, Sipokazi Msimang. But popularly known as Zina, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our producer. Very hands-on, you know what I mean? She's a singer. She sings. She's all the music video. She's a superstar. And she's also on the new Conrad, the August Women's Month campaign, Conrad song. That's Zina.
All right, Zina Sipokazi Msimang, the young legendary leader who's a singer, producer, Nonkinto. And then we've got Miss Sonabisa Sebata, chairperson of the SA Women in ICT Forum, senior manager for policy at Global Citizen, a mentor to a lot of young women, an amazing leader who was open enough, to say that as the SA Women in ICT Forum, we would like to partner with this specific initiative, also to talk about opportunities within the space of ICT by also plugging in also majority of the board members and members of the SA Women in ICT Forum to be part of this great program. I mean, I've shared like so many conversations with this absolutely amazing woman. And man, I think I walk out of there every time a different person.
Yeah.
Because I learned so much.
Remember, they must on YouTube, we have a show.
Yeah.
We have a show posted. She's been a guest here before.
Yeah, she's been a guest here before.
So, I mean, the people must plug themselves in and actually go watch it and actually understand what Tato is saying when he says that every time he leaves her presence, he feels different. He feels like a different man.
Yeah.
So, Luena, you guys must go watch it. Yeah. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on our YouTube,
and change your lives.
Channel. Change your lives. So do it. And our last lady is Ntabele Mukiti Midlamini, founder of a makeup brand called Beauty by Pops.
Beauty by Pops.
She's also a member of the SA Women in ICT Forum.
Yeah, but another problem.
Another
problem. What's that like? You can see the Odaya mask. Like I asked her, I was like, listen, she's got these dope masks and it says Beauty by Pops. And it's like written in gold. I'm like, yo, can you please bring me a mask? Because I am. No, it's a good thing I don't hold my breath because I'd be dead.
No, but you know what? It's great because of this Women's Month. Every single Friday. It means that before this month ends, we're definitely going to be getting masks. Yeah. Please support her business, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolutely amazingly put together brand. And I think you are going to get to know our ladies, get to know who they are, where they come from, how they've journeyed to become the successful women that they are today. Because we are Conrad TV, man, we only just not do cool things, but we do sustainably impactful things. Impact my baby. Ah, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having like, can I leave? Can I?
Yeah, I think you can leave.
They say let go so that you can grow.
Who's these people that say these things?
Let go so that you can grow.
I'm not letting go. That's why I'm still grow.
So you're gonna be like here.
What?
When the women come in.
Oh no, that's not letting go. That's
shifting.
That's holiday. That's holiday.
I'm not sure if our ladies are ready. She's proud girl without identity. We definitely are going to be having an amazing conversation. I'm actually looking forward to watching the stream. For the first time, I'm actually going to be watching the show live.
Yeah.
And we are just plugged out.
Yeah.
Renwa coffee.
Hold on the baby.
Yeah?
Hold on the baby.
Yeah, the purpose, ladies and gentlemen, she is proud. An initiative that we started, Coco Without Identity, through the Tato Mlamu Foundation, about empowering young women and, bringing them towards themselves, to understand the power that they are, to understand that this economy that excluded them is ready for them to take over, to collaborate. And also just to say as gentlemen, because we are absolutely great gentlemen. We were raised by very, very powerful women, and they've taught us, that African queens themselves, I know exactly now what that means.
Yeah.
These are our heroes, these are our queens, because, man, we walk on the shoulders of great women. So She's Proud is officially about to start in the next coming couple of minutes. There's a video that we're going to be playing on our Facebook live stream by Miss Sonabise Sebata, talking about why she is proud, why identity is so important. And man, I'm ready, yo. I'm ready. I like to welcome.
Guys, remember this guy's an actor. This guy's an actor. This guy.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything, man? I would like to just to do like a drum roll, man. Are you ladies ready? South Africa, are you ready? Africa, are you ready? The world, are you ready? Jamaica, let's stand up. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. She is proud, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a different place.
All right.
My name is Sonwabise Sibata, and I am the chair of the South African Women in ICT Forum. If COVID has shown us anything, it is that we have to work together in unity to fight inequality. And therefore, we are really proud to partner with the Tato Molamo Foundation and Gateway Media for the Girl Without Identity initiative, She is Proud. Growing up, I did not have a black face on my TV screen, in books, in my education, that I could be proud of. I was not able to see myself in any success story. And therefore, being able to show the girl child through this initiative that there's many faces that look like her, that are successful in many different types of industries. So to strong women, may we know them, may we be them, and may we raise them.
Yeah, bro. I'd really like a baby girl so I can raise a monstress. I'm fondest of prospects to father some daughters, raising some bosses. Honest, Conrad and August got ladies who got this, highlighting the losses, fighting for causes, get girls some profits, show you what class is. Honest, Conrad and August got ladies who got this.
Look, it's Conrad and August got ladies who got this. Yeah.
One thing is certain, it's gonna be crazy, yo.
Conversational radio TV.
You know what it is.
Just different.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Yo, what's good? What's happening, everybody? And welcome to Conversational Radio TV. If you don't know what it is what it is, because it's Women's Month. Guys, we took over. We took it over.
Like, we made it. Finally.
Hello.
Elbow pump to everybody. Elbow.
Welcome, beautiful ladies, and to all of the ladies joining us on our Facebook Live. We see y'all. Hey, Lena. Hey, Kolofelo. We see you guys. Welcome. This is exciting. This is a good time. I'm nervous. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of had a panic when I was in the production room. I'm busy telling the boys what to do, and I'm like, oh my gosh, but I'm going on now. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. But but I'm with you guys. But let's just.
And you've got this.
We've all got this. We've got this.
100%. Yes.
Like, we're Conrad and August, the ladies who got this. So, we have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things to discuss and unpack. But before we do that, we need to tell these people who we are. I mean, because obviously Tato and Musa did do like a brief explanation. That was my phone, and I'm going to switch it off.
Me too.
Please. Yeah, guys, clearly we don't know etiquette yet.
Listen,
We do not know etiquette. So, we need to tell these people who we are, what we do, what we're about. I think it's important for us to do that. Obviously, Tato did explain why we are here. We are running an initiative through Girl Without Identity called She is Proud. We are here to illuminate. We are here to lift up, empower the voice of a woman, especially this month. I don't know why. I just felt like this month specifically, I feel very, very proud to be a woman and to be a black woman.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know, because there's being a woman and then there's being a black woman.
Then there's being a black woman.
So I'm going to start on this side. Sonwabise, please introduce yourself, girl. Sonwabise, please introduce yourself, Miguel.
For sure. So my name is Sonwabise. I was born Sonwabise Nanini Nangoku Nanamhla, which basically means like make us happy today, tomorrow, for eternity.
Come on. Wow.
I'm a black South African Xhosa of the Bela descent. I am a Christian woman. I am a student. I am a professional. I'm a mother of a prince and a princess.
Come on.
I am a daughter. In fact, in Xhosa, they call, when you are the firstborn daughter, you're called Mafungashe.
Yes.
It's a term that is given to the firstborn daughter because you form part of the elders, if I may say so.
Come on.
I'm a friend. I'm a colleague. My life's purpose really is to give life to women and children.
Come on.
So I wake up every day thinking about how I can empower women and children. I wake up every day thinking about how I can use policy to impact discussions around diversity and inclusion. And I wake up every day thinking about how I can really use technology to bridge the inequality gap in society.
Sure. Wow.
And I'm excited.
Wow.
I'm so excited to be on the show, and I'm so excited that we are part of it. And I'm looking forward to the impact that we're going to have.
Come on. I mean, like, guys, when I say powerhouses, I don't think y'all understand.
I really don't think they do.
I don't think y'all understand, man. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to say anything else. You said enough. Mahotso, Mugel. You must just introduce yourself. Wait a king, Mugel. Wait a king. You need to introduce yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, just maybe if I should begin by just extending gratitude and humility for being in the presence of such strong, powerful, but also nurturing and accommodating women.
Yeah.
There've been so many stereotypes about women really being the gatekeepers and increasing the barriers to entry in opportunities. And these women have been just so empathetic, so comforting as well. Yeah. Interestingly, this is actually my first women. I was about to say Mother's Day. My first Women's Month in about 8 years, because I haven't been home in quite some time. But nonetheless, Mahotso Michelle Maiko. I'm an heiress to the motherland, but a countess to the world.
Yes.
I'm a global citizen, but well traveled.
Yes. Yeah. You're an international bae. International bae.
No, I would even say more than anything before international bae, I'm a Pan-African bae. Born and raised in Johannesburg, lived in Nigeria, Lagos, studied in the UK, then did Cyprus, and I'm back home.
So basically, you are the girl.
Oh, I don't talk.
You are the girl. You are the girl.
She's a true Pan-African. No, in absolutely.
In its essence.
And I think it really underpins my purpose as well, particularly with being in the diaspora, and that's always been to increase the mobility of Africans in the diaspora and to help them transcend their racial demographics, their ethnic demographics as well, because there is something about an African going abroad from the motherland and just really representing us as well. So my biggest passion has been, how do we reinvest skills back into Africa? So not necessarily people coming back to Africa physically, but even digitally, even by reinvesting in human capital. And you've mentioned something about digital, your love for the ICT.
So using
the ICT
digital
sector
to bridge the inequality
Absolutely.
gap. Because you can absolutely sit in another country and teach.
100%. And that's the one thing I love about skills development and just how much the pandemic has really opened up that opportunity for transcendence. That you don't have to be here physically to be impactful as well.
Most definitely.
So that's me. So I'm also very passionate about data analytics as well. Been in the data space for quite some time, as well as stakeholder and project support for the TMF Foundation. But I know that we're here as women. We're not here representing organizations. Just as we go into the importance of societal roles, maybe it's about time we step back away from our organizational roles and really allow ourselves to become vulnerable as well. Makhodzo just as makhodzo. So maybe this is just so maybe say.
Absolutely.
Ntabi and Zina as a zinzin.
It's just a zinzin. Tata said something when he was introducing you.
Yes.
And he said,
I didn't even hear it.
How?
Yeah,
English.
Yo, my English speaks the George, hey?
Like the George.
She speaks the George.
I'm surprised when she speaks Setswana. After that English, I'm like,
no, and you know, it's so weird because I was joking with you, and I think with you as well, Zina, about me not knowing how to speak Vernac until the age of 6.
But in the dressing room.
So I want to know how to speak Vernac, right? Up until the age of 6, was a massive embarrassment to the family. And there was proper intervention. They were like, listen, this child is you've got to make a plan. So it just so happened that my mom had an opportunity. She was a filmmaker and she had an opportunity to do production in the Free State.
Yeah.
And I left with her for about 6 months. So little girl from, at the time it was Berea. And Berea then was Baton Rouge. So I was just this little suburban girl, got to the Free State, and nobody there, at least to the best of my knowledge, and just my memory as well, nobody there conversed with me in English. So from there it was listen, Sesotho, and after 6 months, ke kgutle ke bua Sesotho sena, and then from the Sotho, the transition to Setswana was beautiful. So it really goes back to being a global citizen, and also the most important thing is respect every language. Give every language its due respect. When it's in
culture too, right?
Absolutely. When you are talking pidgin, you get what I'm saying. How was Setswana?
Hey man,
you know? Yes.
Are you inspired by this young vibe?
I'm so inspired. I'm so
inspired by this young vibe.
What is it that you want? What is it that Mahota can give it to you now? Guys, listen, I only wish to be well traveled like you are, honestly.
But you know what? You can be well traveled with that. Maybe I want us to introduce Ntabi before we go.
We're gonna watch, but
let's introduce this phenomenal women.
You know, I want to say something about Ntabi first.
Yes,
Ntabi is. You know, when there's a lot of people in the room and it's like loud and stuff, and you know you got the girls here and here. Ntabi's just calm.
She's your
graceful, and she's graceful. But then you notice her like she's loud.
Absolutely.
Ntabi, Mugel, what ring tota?
Wow, guys. How do I follow that? Like, there's too much pressure.
There's no pressure whatsoever. You just tell us who you are.
Wow, I think first of all, I'm so grateful to the men around us.
Yeah.
Shout out Tato.
Shout out to Tato and Muso. I mean, really.
I loved how they're honored today.
Yeah.
Tato Barasutu.
Tato Barasutu loto. Tato Bara khaki motho.
Are tracksuit pants? Those that don't fit him.
Muso was so clean. Like they respected the occasion. We thank them.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I am Ntabeleng Mokitimi Dlamini. My marital name, I always forget it, is Letuktula.
Okay.
Yes, which is Mahot.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she who brings peace.
Yeah. Guys, there's an energy in this room. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a shakran right now. It was meant to be. There's an energy in this room.
Yeah. So I am Me Mahotso.
Beautiful.
Nice. I was born and bred in Maseru, Lesotho. So, ke moshweshwe moshashwailan.
Halala.
Ke mokwena wa Nkopano Mathunya.
Halala mosha.
Royalty. And now I was thinking, today last year, at this time, I just got my dad from the mortuary.
Oh wow.
Today at this time. And
I
actually just
remember
felt,
him.
Yes.
Right now, like this second.
Smile, be like, wow, my queen, you've made it.
Oh,
so
wow.
Energy. It was today.
My goodness.
The first Friday of August.
Yeah. Sure.
How long ago was this?
Last year.
Last year, yeah. Jeez. Yeah. What a year can bring.
This was meant to be.
Guys,
guys. It really
So I'm a wife. First and foremost, I'm a wife. I'm a mother.
Yes.
I'm a daughter to a mother who is my great. I'm a mom's biggest fan. I talk about it every day. You know, when I think about phenomenal women of substance, women of value, I always think about my mom.
Nice.
So that is who I am. I'm like, I would love to be my mother. You know, one day. So that is who I am. I'm a Christian. Come from a long lineage. I am one of the descendants of Reverend Seth Mokitimi.
Hey,
Methodist. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
So I'm a little bit of a pastor's kid. I've tried to shake it off. It's unshakable.
It's unshakable.
It's unshakable.
We're going to get into that.
So yeah, that is me. You know more about me. I'm a public servant. I've worked in government in the public sector. I've worked in a lot of government agencies over my 15, 20 years.
Sure.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, the young vibes in here. I'm feeling so old.
No,
please.
Isn't it so ironic?
Yes. By the young vibes.
It's so ironic that the one who feels so humbled as well is
like the most,
is also the most revered.
Exactly.
And same with Sono as well. And it really goes to show the beauty of women. I think for the first time, I don't think Zena, and I don't know if you share the same sentiments, I don't think I've ever been in the presence of such amazing women.
Sure.
With absolutely. And I think Zena and I, we've spoken about, we've spoken.
Overwhelming. That is great.
Look, we've spoken about this. I don't know if you want to go for just your experience around women and female counsel. I don't know if you'd like to start with that.
Yeah, well, before I start with that, I'm getting some messages here.
Nice.
So you see, we didn't mention Lani, Mark, and Bongs.
Okay.
And so we appreciate you two guys.
Oh,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate where we
appreciate wherever they
where
are.
we supposed to look.
The cameras. The cameras.
You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Amazing. Look, before we get into the conversations and everything, obviously, I'm just going to hit up a young introduction of myself and who I am and what I do. You know?
Yes.
So obviously, as Tato so gracefully said, or actually Muso so gracefully said, my birth name is Sipogazi Lusanda Msimang, but I go by Zena Rose Msimang in the streets. I'm a singer, songwriter, actress, presenter, radio presenter, and now producer of Conversational brand new on Champion.
Say what?
Honestly, the best thing to happen to me this year, to be honest. I have a passion for people. I have a passion for connection, for love, for empowering other women. I speak about it a lot on my Instagram page when I always tell women to get their bag, to secure their bag, to get their career. We're going to dive into it more, but I think just sitting in front of you women right now is for me something that I never even saw come into be in my life. I am surrounded by incredible women like my aunt, my mom. You know, I love my mother. I'm a fan. I stan my mother. But like this, like women who are in the corporate space, in the hey government,
in the
in the world of the hey, you know what I'm saying? And it's so inspiring because it takes me out of, you know, being that public figure, and it puts me in the shoes of women who have to work extra hard in a corporate space.
Oh, we don't have no fan base.
Come on, look.
We don't have fans.
I'm listening to you guys and I'm thinking, what are they going on about? Because you two are just such fabulous, fantastic people, and don't ever let your age be a reason for you to think you've got nothing to give society. Don't ever let your lack of experience compared to another woman make you feel like you are not worthy and you are not great in your own self. Your whole self is fantastic. We ourselves are honored to be here.
100%. Exactly. Yeah. So before I get started, I do again also want to send a shout out to all the women who are on our live on Facebook.
Hello,
guys.
ladies.
We are getting so many shout outs. Hey ladies. Hi. We see you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, this is great. This is fun. This is awesome because it means that we're making changes.
Yeah.
You know, and we're doing things differently, like as Conrad, just different.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I'm
and
sorry
it means,
for a ghetto moment. My earrings are falling off.
No, that's okay. Do it, girl.
Let it loose.
Let it loose, girl.
Let it
Because
loose.
you know we're
I'm
about
trying
to
to
have
get
that
comfortable.
conversation.
Let it loose.
We're about to have some conversations. So we're obviously going to delve into everything that we're going to be talking about, and over the month, it's going to be a lot of conversations that mean everything. I mean, the spectrum is vast, and there's a lot to unpack because with women, it's not just GBV, it's not just its relationships, it's the workplace, it's at home, you know, it's upbringing. So there's a lot of things that make women who they are, and we're going to unpack that. But we're going to start first with something that obviously, because we've spoken about it together, and we've obviously, you know, introduced ourselves. Excuse me, girl. We're going to start with reputation. And I like to say, before I even say anything, I like to just throw the word out there. Reputation. Go.
So I have a question around reputation.
Yes.
So why is it that when a woman's reputation falls apart, she's done? There's nothing.
There's nothing she can do.
You just move
literally
town.
nothing.
Just change career, move town. But when a man's reputation is gone, it's like a stepping stone to like a new opportunity or another boys' club.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
Look, you know, before I even start, does anyone else want to say anything?
Do you want to say anything, Tubbs?
I think you can get me on a lot of topics.
Yeah.
But not reputation.
Why is that?
I think the way I look at reputation, for me, it's not that as a woman, once my reputation is gone versus a man.
Yeah.
I always look at it from a Christian perspective.
Come on.
That is, for me, the first thing that as a Christian, I cannot afford to do this.
Sure.
Not as a woman, not as a black person,
but as a Christian.
As a Christian.
Come on.
And I'm very unforgiving, even to men who seemingly get away with these things.
Yeah.
But with reputation, I'm going to come back, right? I'm going to come back on other things.
Yeah, because
that I feel women are being done down and dirty.
Yeah.
But with reputation, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
So look at it this way, right? I'll take it to Christianity. In the church, if a bishop, a reverend, does something, right? He's often preyed upon. They say the man has fallen. But the woman who he did the act with, she's Satan. She bewitched him. So even in the Christian, in a space of religion, and it can be any religion, it doesn't have to be Christianity, women still have the question that I have.
Yeah.
Why is it women are not forgiven, but men' reputation remains intact?
I think something that Mahoto mentioned when we were speaking earlier on is that women are perceived to not be weak, I guess, in a sense. I can use a better word for that. In a sense that we can do so much. We do so much. We are so much.
Right.
That when we do fall or when we do make a mistake, it's like, is this what? Women make mistakes? Oh, we make mistakes? And the truth is that even in a black household, growing up also being a firstborn, I've seen that when I make mistakes, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. But when I do good, it's just like, it's supposed to happen, you know what I mean? And I think there's just a lot of pressure in a sense that I feel as though because of how nurturing we are, how caring we are, how versatile we are, how diverse we are, there's so many things that women do on a daily basis. Let's not forget, guys, we birth children. After we birth children, we raise them. We breastfeed them. Then we go back to work as if nothing happened. Do you hear what I'm saying? I know we're going to talk about this later, but then we menstruate. There's a lot that we do. There's a lot that happens in our bodies. So for me, it's like when that happens, I'm like, where is the love? Where's the compassion? You know?
I think it'd be also interesting to find out from the ladies whether the reputational pressure is exerted more from men or from women. So do you find that?
That's good. That's good. Thank you.
Do you find that
you're making us take ownership?
Absolutely. Listen, let's take it, because who really is setting these standards? Sometimes we women also sabotage ourselves. And I'd love to know why it is that that being the case, or maybe before going into that, do we think the reputational pressure is upheld more by men or by women? What do you think? Do you think it's more?
I think I actually think it's more women. I remember when I got pregnant out of wedlock. I remember my grandmother saying, "You used to be the apple of my eye."
Oh my God.
No.
That's deep,
oh my God.
No.
Yes.
No.
Jeez Louise.
How do you come back from that?
Wow. This is my thing.
Yeah.
But do you see that though?
It's definitely women, but I also think because the role of women is overvalued, while as the role of men in society is undervalued.
Yes. Yeah. And you know what another thing is, why it might be women, is the reason why we obviously project our insecurities is because we see a lot of ourselves in these women. You know, men don't need a female reflection, they need a male reflection.
Come on.
But I see a lot of myself in you, you know.
Bro.
And I'm like, but there are parts of me that really wish they're as good as yours. But because I'm not able to compliment you and because I don't know how to express myself, I'm either going to engage in reaction formation where I pretend to really like, you have women who like
psychotherapy you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can we just?
She just literally psychotherapy you on your grandmother right now.
You do have some women, women are very smart, and not every woman is going to be spiteful and everything. Some women are going to be overly loving. Like, oh my gosh, Tina, like, you look so amazing. Like, because and that's because she's literally seeing a reflection of her, not even of herself, but of her potential. And the moment we see a reflection of our potential, but that potential isn't us.
Yeah, we then
insecurities and everything.
But you know what's weird though? And that's the word, insecurities. And I also feel as though women, we don't forgive ourselves as well.
Yes.
We are not forgiving. We are not and it's not even towards other women. Like, for example, just a quick example, because there's a lot to unpack, as we've said before. If, say, for example, I'm dating a guy or whatever it is, and he cheats on me, I'm not going to even reprimand the guy. I'm going straight to Miguel. And I'm like, hey, girl, what we doing? When she's single, and he's the one who should have said, baby girl, I got a girl, she good. You know what I'm saying? And we are very, very unforgiving towards each other, which is something I've seen so often. And for myself, because I have a big love for women, and because in primary school I was bullied, so I didn't get the opportunity to engage with many women. So I started engaging with gents, because gents were more open to me and stuff like that. So as women, we're very unforgiving towards each other. We judge each other so hard, and we don't. And I that's why when stuff like this happens, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a platform for women to like get to know each other and be cool and hang out and share stories. And it's not to say, oh no, my heart is well traveled. Oh, I should try and be better than her. Yeah. No, it's appreciating that she is, and appreciating that I am. You know what I mean? So it gets tough because you have to look inside.
You do.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
So uncomfortable.
Yeah, because I think much of it has to do with yourself more than what the other person is saying or thinking about you. Much of it has to do with how you view the world and your outlook on the world. You might be walking into a room and thinking every woman in the room is giving you bad energy.
Exactly.
It's got nothing to do with them.
It's
got
just
everything to do with you. So I think a lot of us have to really take some introspection and look and dig deep and change our outlook of the world. Because once you do that, then you find that there's a lot of abundance in women who are willing to support women.
100%.
A lot of abundance in women who are willing to pull up the rope and to lift as they rise. But if your outlook is always around women don't like me, women are always all up in my space, and women give me bad energy.
Because I wonder, Z, between you and I, because you and I obviously have a lot more male friends than we do female, do you think any of your male friends have perpetuated the stereotype that women are against each other? So for example, maybe if you were in a group of guys growing up and there was the one girl who became part of the crew and they were like, Z, there was another girl. Was there anything like that?
No, 100%. Like even just recently.
Really?
Just recently.
Wow.
So here's the thing. I think, look, it's a difficult thing to explain. And I think I mentioned this earlier, just to kind of go out and then come back in. I always say that the reason why the world is in turmoil is because we are not okay within ourselves. So hurt people hurt people. You know what I mean? So when you're okay within yourself, you're able to appreciate the people around you. And I think when it comes to men, I'm very, very kirk and frank in the way that I am. If you're a friend, you're a friend. And I try and bring women in as much as I possibly can, in a sense that I don't want to make them feel insecure. I'm aware of my surroundings, So for example, I have this really good guy friend of mine, and he's got a girlfriend, and she was not happy with the fact that I was really good friends with her boyfriend. So I started like bringing her in and being like really nice to her and stuff like that.
And that like rubs her even more. You are rubbing
How does that impact your reputation though? So how does that? How are you perceived? In your circle,
and that was the issue, because this happened. Yeah,
in the Kirk.
So it's funny because in the Kirk. So here was the thing. So
I can't with you guys.
My reputation was that she's always around guys, and you know what I mean. Yeah. But then you know what happened the other day, and I'm wearing actually something that she bought me. She gave me a present, because I obviously mentioned to her, I was just like, listen, please understand, I am not like trying to be all up in your man's business. Like, I'm not about that. Like, if anything, we're just all friends, and that's why I added her to our group and everything. And she bought me like a present which came like bracelets and stuff like that, and all this stuff. And she apologized. She said, I'm so sorry for the way I treated you. So for us, I think for us women, it's simple in the fact that we need to learn to accept each other. And if you do feel like there's something fishy, call it out. And if she's going to be honest and be like, okay, cool, maybe I'm sorry, okay, I'm coming on too strong, I'll take a step back. But have that conversation, not to be because we're trying to now, no, I'm trying to get your man. Guys, there's many men in the world, okay?
So
there's 7
many.
billion people on this planet Earth, and God done blessed us.
Yes.
with even more.
Please repeat
So,
that.
you know what I'm saying? So there's no need for us to be fighting for a gent, man. And I want to, like, obviously propose a question or put a question to you, Ntabi, in a sense that with your faith in the church scene, how does your reputation precede you? Like, how is it that people see you, and then when you're at work, how does that change? Because I know in Christian background, like, a lot of women are told certain things and how to be. But how do you handle that?
You know, an interesting thing actually that we're talking about women and competition. I'm the pastor's PA.
Hectic.
Yeah. So I found that the men in the church were more accepting and more wanting to work through me.
Yeah.
Whilst women were like, who is she?
Where
Where does she come from? Kimang, King, you know, what is she about? And it was sad. And I think for me as women, and I think maybe it's something that we'll start to talk about even as we go further, is how do we lift each other up?
Yes.
When do we stop having conversations about and start saying how do we lift each other up? I run a program where we train women and purposefully we said we're not going to give people food parcels anymore. I'm not going to be able to do sanitary pads anymore because it just meets an immediate need.
Yeah.
But women, and we'll talk about this, GBV and everything.
Everything.
Women that are abused, they're almost stuck in a circle of I don't know.
Of financial
the dependency
on
these men.
Yes.
So we need to free this women.
Yeah.
And we started actually with the Tato Mlamu Foundation as well, of training women.
Tato's doing big things.
Exactly.
Shout out to Tato. Tato, we love you.
The big boy doing big bits.
So now I moved a bit from the church one, but we're training about 30 women. In skills that we trained in. I'm a makeup artist. I'm a professional makeup artist.
As you can see, we are all beaten.
We are
beaten.
Courtesy of Beauty by Park.
Courtesy, guys, we are you can I'm ready.
You know, so we train in these young women and also in digital content production.
Sure.
And it's always what I feel that as women, and as a woman that has suffered abuse in different ways, and I talk about it quite openly.
Yeah.
I talk about the issues that are going within my marriage. I talk about them quite frankly. But I feel like as women, we need to really start. Men go golfing together.
Yeah.
They go camping together. That's where all these big deals are made.
You mentioned something that that's also around reputation, around how women always just want to carry a facade of perfection.
Yes. Like
that my marriage is I've got it going. That in my
that I
workplace
change
I've got
my
it
clothes
going.
every single day. Yes.
That I what?
That I change my clothes every single day. Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
I don't know why this
Sorry,
is
that's a side joke. That's a side joke.
Clothes every day.
We're not going there.
No, let's not go there.
It's a side joke, but
like people just this facade that we have to be perfect. Like our reputation has to be top notch. Like we cannot make a mistake.
Yeah. It's so wrong. It's wrong. I say it's wrong because we then neglect our own emotions.
Yeah.
We then neglect how we feel and how we look at ourselves. I started doing this thing where I hold myself accountable of the things that I say about myself in my head.
Absolutely.
Because I know that when I say something about myself, I'm speaking that into being.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I've had to physically look at myself in the mirror in the morning when I feel like I'm ugly and say, you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you are talented, you're doing so well in your life. And remind yourself affirmations because I forget, man. I forget. And then when I forget, my insecurities pop up. And then when I see a mahoto, I'm like, okay, cool. Now I need to
Yes.
I need to
go through.
I need to go through now. I need to say what's up. You know what I mean? And there's no need for for that because I know. If you know within yourself what the vibes are saying, you know. You know.
I literally had to go to therapy in order for me to get rid of this thing, this pain of wanting to be perfect all the time.
Sure. Where did it start?
Because perfection actually is a result of trauma from your childhood.
Come on.
And then you carry it into your life, and you always want to have things in control, and you always want to be well put together, and there's this beautiful image. And I had to go through and be reminded of what the trauma was that happened in my childhood that has led to me always wanting this perfect image. Things to always look well put together. And I'm so grateful that I actually did that. I did that proactively because I couldn't take the pressure that I had put on myself around being perfect. And now I love a mess. Like if it's a mess, the mess
Then
the
it's
better. The better.
Then it's beautiful. I wonder how much of the obsession with being perfect merges into imposter syndrome, because ladies, I struggle with imposter syndrome. For some of our viewers who don't know, imposter syndrome is when you feel that the position that you're in, whether it be in the workspace or in society, you feel that it's not reflective of your true competence. So you really feel that you're incompetent in your job, and you feel that you've been appointed on the basis of anything that is external. So even your locus of you believe that your locus of control over your intelligence, over your competence, over your ability to complete tasks is purely external. It's got nothing to do with you, and that kills me. I mean, I've been in very, very powerful spaces, and I've always questioned myself, why was I there? Was I there because I've got a cute little waist and a baggy bum? Or is it because I speak well?
So we did a leadership course. They train you, they put you in a really difficult place that is just uninspiring. And they break you down. They completely break you down, and then they build you up again. And the way that they build you up again is that they do a training course by a lady called Brené Brown. And I would recommend our readers and everyone at home, if you're a female and you're suffering from imposter syndrome, leaders, CEOs go through that program. She has a book called The Daring Way. And then her second one is called Daring Greatly. And it's around how to get rid of your imposter syndrome, how to work around your fears. When you get into a meeting and you're like, I don't deserve to be here, actually.
Absolutely.
And she really takes you through the psychology behind that, especially for her as a woman having had experienced that. And they had taken us to Durban, in Inanda, where the ANC was first brought up, and where John Dube's school is actually built. And we also went to the Mahatma Gandhi school, and they really teach you about your history, which is why I'm so happy to be part of this program, because when you understand your history and you understand where you come from, that you stand on feet of greatness, that you stand on the shoulders of giants, then those things start to dwindle away, because you start to understand that you yourself have inherited all of that.
And maybe it's so interesting. I think it started out quite a bit when I was in Cyprus, right? And even among the African diaspora, some Africans don't articulate that well, right? And I've just been very good at articulating. And I found myself being sent to certain countries because like, I know, but her English very, very good. Oh, no, she's speaking the good English, And that made me think, am I there only because I have the ability to articulate myself? Or am I there because I actually have something to deliver? So you find yourself being in certain spaces for strategic purposes, but that tends to undermine your true value as well. But yes, absolutely. I'd love to
I
catch up
suppose
on
in South Africa's angle, it's similar to the triple BE, right?
Yes.
Where a lot of women would feel that they are just in a room because of a tick box, because a company or an organization needed a black woman. And that was going to gain them points, and I suppose it applies in the same way. But I would really recommend Brené Brown's books.
I'm going to thank you for that. Thank you. I'm going to just read up a comment here that came on Facebook. It's a very, very long one. And this is from Cynthia. Hold on. My laptop is taking its sweet ass time. From Cynthia Ngobese. She says, as I listen to the conversation.
Oh, is Cynthia from Salga? Cynthia Ngobese from Salga.
I think
I know her. Okay.
I have no idea. if she is, then that's great. Do
Yeah,
you know
that'd
her?
be wonderful because
Okay, cool.
she's come to the Pink Off Challenge, our cancer initiative.
Oh, awesome. So she says, as I listen to the conversation, I think girls need positivity. Feeling better about other women's achievements makes you feel better about yourself. Think about it. How do you feel about yourself when you compare yourself? When you compare yourself to someone else, you feel down, you feel sad, angry, irritated, doubtful, hurtful, vengeful, right? You would have negative feelings about yourself and the person you're comparing yourself to. Now think about how you feel about yourself when you actually feel happy for someone. You feel glad, you feel proud, you feel hopeful and motivated.
Absolutely.
Is that not right?
I agree. 100%.
No, 100%.
I agree.
And you know, it's so interesting how one of the reasons why we feel so crappy about ourselves is because we're the only human beings that have vast knowledge about our inadequacies. We know each other more than anybody else. And so when we look up to other women and it creates envy, it's because that woman's probably also putting up a facade. So isn't it so tragic?
I think we can sense.
We can. It's so tragic that the envy is predicated on facades as well. So you're aspiring to something that isn't real to begin with. It would be beautiful to have like a social experiment where women actually open up about their real insecurities. You know, that even though I might come across as somebody who's perfect.
Think about an example.
Yes. So I would love. I don't know if. Actually, let's just go into it. Are there any, if we've got time?
No, we've got time. So she says, yes, she is.
Okay.
I've
been sending her like a million emails, but I still love you, Cynthia.
So the example that I have is actually a friend of mine said something. She said her neighbor, she runs, and her neighbor said to her once, you know, you're so lucky that you run. I envy you. I wish I could run. And the reason why she runs is because that's her way of dealing with mental depression.
Sure.
And the neighbor is sitting there saying, I envy you for waking up every day and running. So it's just such a great example to what you're saying, that people are sitting out there, women are sitting out there being envious of a facade, of people knowing. She's like, I run because I know my demons. I know if I don't.
Sure. Come on.
I know if I don't do it. And I think I'm the same. I run because growing up, because of childhood trauma, I grew up and I became bulimic.
Sure.
And then I had to start to do something about it. And I decided to own myself and to own how I view my own body. And I started running. I started swimming. I hate it. I don't like exercise. But I do it every day. I wake up, I run. And if I can't, I forgive myself. But the next day, I wake up again and I run.
Sure.
Because I know that is how I take control of my own body and my own image. And so it's so important not to look at other people and go, oh,
sure,
I wish I was like her. Because you have no idea.
You know what people are going through.
You know, I was just saying that. It's so interesting how we women all have different sorts of stories about our upbringing, about abuse, about bullying, and I always wonder whether at what point will we, now grown up women, and say, I'm not going to do that to another woman.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
But psychology will tell you. So when we get into the other shows, we have someone coming, hopefully she agrees, from one of the GBV organizations. And she will tell you when they did their studies, for instance, around GBV, they find that men who perpetuate GBV, one of the reasons why they do it is because it was done unto them. And because they grew up in an environment where that was done.
Guys, hurt people hurt people. It's as simple as that. And I think before we go to an ad break where we'll be listening to some flashbacks.
Already?
Right? We haven't even touched the surface. I told y'all it's about to be lit. It's about to be lit.
Oh my goodness.
I think that if there's something that women can take away from this conversation that we're having, is that you need to look within inside yourself and decide who you want to be. And the thing is that I'll just give a quick story. I grew up a very insecure person, just because, like, I was told by, like, guys specifically, oh, you're loud, you're this, oh, you're ghetto, and I hated that. I hated that so much about myself. I hated how loud I was. And then I got into presenting and I realized that my personality was my greatest strength.
Yes.
My personality gets me most of my jobs. And I'm just like, well, sir. Well, sir. So just as we go into flashbacks, I just want to say thank you again to you women, but also to the women who are listening to us.
Yes.
In that you need to remind yourself, pick that thing that'll help you remind you of how great you are.
Absolutely.
And in the next part, we're going to be talking about counsel and friends. Choose the people who will help you to remind you who you are. Yeah? Yeah?
I'd actually,
Sina,
as
sorry.
we, yes,
No, go.
You know what I want to say? I think we should take out as well. She's not my enemy.
She
Yes. And if
Hashtag.
she's hurting
Is
you,
not
if
my
she's
enemy.
hurting you,
Yeah.
it's because
hurt people. Guys, hashtag. What? You know what, guys? I think we're going to put Tata and Musa out of a job.
no, let's not do that.
I'm kidding. We're not doing that. It's a joke. Lani, hit us up with those flashbacks, please.
What we gonna Ride TV, no hearsay. Hey, 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 hey. One thing is certain, it's gonna be crazy, yo.
Conversational radio TV, just different.
Hey, hey.